Nash Vegas. He's in the shower. You guys got to give him a few minutes, okay? Hi, Bubba's. I love you. Good morning. Just give him a few minutes, okay? He just got out of the shower. Good morning, forever my lady. I love you too, Marie. This hair is something else. Yes, I found my computer love. Shibby-doo-bop, shoo-doo-bop, I wanna love you. Shibby-doo-bop, my computer love. Oh, Kimberly, you're listening to the book? I like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. If you, God, I need glasses. Holy smokes. Guys, I'm going to start wearing readers during Coffee Talk, or I'm just going to move the comments so I can't see them because they are distracting to me, but I want to react to them, but I can barely read them because I can't read. If today is your first Coffee Talk, welcome. We're so lucky to have you. You guys always say that. God, you look so good in the morning. I'm like, what are they looking at? Oh, Janisa, I'm glad you're here. I have a zit right here. So anyway, today is my first day back at work, but my kids still don't have school. And Michael has to go to Montgomery for a meeting. So I will literally be trying to work with 3 kids, which is, as you can imagine, super fun. What else? What's today? January 3rd, Wednesday, I think. It's hump day. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, Sarah, it actually does. My hair, I know. Oof, don't talk about my hair. I think there's dreads and I don't know what's under here. It's bad. You know what happened? I fell asleep in a ponytail, and I fell asleep in a ponytail, and it was hurting my head so bad in the middle of the night, so I pulled it out, and this is sort of what I get now. Just try to pretend you don't see it. Try to pretend you can't see my hair, okay? Yeah, I'm going to get readers. I know. I need to get readers. All right, so to my sweet friend, Elizabeth Anthony, I don't know if you're out there this morning. Happy birthday to your beautiful baby who turned 18 yesterday. But thank you for my Nash Vegas cup. Nash Vegas, what's up? All right, so as some of you know, when I was young, I was fat. And I mean fat. Like, not chubby, fat. It started between 5th and 6th grade. And I wrote a whole thing on it about bullying, and I wrote a whole thing for Yahoo Parenting years ago. Anyway, so I went through 3 years of my life being fat. Now, you probably think 3 years out of 41, not too bad. The problem is the years I was fat. See, if I was thin as a child and didn't have any bullying sort of experiences, it probably wouldn't have affected me if I was fat at 32. I mean, granted, from 31 to 36, I was fat because I was pregnant and having babies and all of that. And I say fat is a lack of a better term, bigger than I should be. I don't know, whatever you want to say. But when I was young, I was fat. And I was literally the person that ate my feelings. And then I ate to spite my mother because my mother was so hard on me. I will spare you some of the hurtful things that was said to me as a child. So I developed severe body dysmorphia. And we've talked about body dysmorphia plenty of times. We don't have to go back down that road, but Just really quick to recap, if you don't know what body dysmorphia is, it's literally when your mind creates a different vision for what your eyes see when you look in the mirror. So you look in the mirror and your eyes like physically cannot see what's actually there. Your eyes see a different body. One that is stunted in the space that you were hurt, right? Because bullying, emotional hurt is like a trauma to your brain, literally. And body dysmorphia is like a PTSD of that, okay? So anyway, fast forward, long story, blah, 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 right? My mother hurt me, right? Everybody's mother hurts them in some way, so I'm no different. Fast forward to now, I'm 41, right? And I still struggle with all of it. Like, I wish that I could tell you that any of it is better, but it really isn't. I am forced to be more careful because I have daughters. So I am forced not to use words like fat or skinny. We only say healthy or unhealthy. We say good choice or bad choice. We don't say, again, we don't use any of those words like fat or skinny or anything like that. And I let my kids eat till they're full. And when they tell me they're done, I let it go. I don't force them to eat more. Unless they're just not eating healthy food at all, but you get the picture, right? So I fluctuate 5 pounds all the time. And I know that a lot of you are probably thinking, 5 pounds? Really? That's your issue? But you don't understand. 5 pounds, when you have body dysmorphia, is enough to throw you into a very dangerous emotional and mental place. It's not like when you gain 5 pounds and you don't have dysmorphia, so you're just like, shit, I gained 5 pounds over the holidays, I gotta lose it. When you gain 5 pounds and you have dysmorphia, or mine, what happens to me is that as things become tighter and things don't button the same way, and yes, it can affect boys also. That just wasn't my experience, so I'm more nervous about my girls, but yes, absolutely, it can affect boys too, no question. When you have dysmorphia, 5 pounds looks and feels in your mind like 20, like 30, like 40. It plays with your mind, okay? Where the images that you work so hard to suppress come forward like a movie reel. And you open your eyes in front of the mirror and your brain doesn't pull down the image of what's actually there. Your brain pulls down the image of what you've created in your mind that you now look like. So you're looking in the mirror at your body and you don't see your normal body with 5 pounds. You see this warped, inflated vision of yourself. So where does that bring me and how are we at Coffee Talk? So, I, for a very long time, blamed my mother for all of my issues because, in fact, she was to blame, right? There's no question. She was to blame. But what I realized was I was blaming her because I was punishing her. I wanted her to hurt for the hurt that she caused me, right? I felt like it was only fair. So she's my mother. She loves me. She felt like me hurting when I'm in pain, she's in pain, right? So the more I blamed her, the more pain I was in, the more she suffered. Well, guess what? The truth is that the more I blamed her, the more I hurt her, the more I didn't take accountability for my poor choices, the more I hurt. I was hurting. Every single thing I put in my mouth was a choice I made at 41 over this break. It was not my mother's fault. It was not the things she said to me in 6th grade. It was not the therapy that I went to. It was not my dysmorphia. It was none of that. It was truthfully my responsibility and my decision. And if I realized the only way I'm ever going to get healthy is if I start taking responsibility for my actions, especially regarding my body, my health, my food, my exercise. It is no longer my mother's issue. It is no longer my mother's problem. It is no longer my mother's fault. I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm 41. Yes, I have body dysmorphia, but the choices that I make are mine alone. And I was so afraid to stop blaming my mother because I never wanted her to think that it was okay what she did, or that I was healed, or that I wasn't in pain anymore. But holding my mom in emotional purgatory was only killing me because I was making bad decisions and blaming her. So the decisions kept coming. So this break, I didn't exercise at all. It was freezing. I wanted to just be in the house with my kids. I wanted to be with my family. I did not want to go to the trail. I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to go to the gym. I did nothing. So for basically 4 weeks, I have done nothing. Okay? And I ate whatever I wanted. Whatever I wanted. Oh, it's Christmas and we're eating Thanksgiving food? Well, I love Thanksgiving food. Why wouldn't I eat 2.5 plates of it? I will. So I did. My body, I am lucky. It reacts very quickly to healthy diet and exercise. If I start exercising and eat healthy, the weight will come off. My body also reacts quickly to the opposite. No exercise and eating whatever you want, I will put weight on in 2 seconds. 2 seconds flat, I will be 3 pounds heavier. And real pounds, not like water weight, like food weight. Okay? So I realized over the last few days, as I was really, really trying to focus on self and not on the actions of others, as I was struggling with the dysmorphia and as I was trying to get dressed yesterday, and I put on a pair of jeans that I knew would be tight, but I did it on purpose to snap myself into like whatever. I said, my mind started to go, oh, well, my mom, if my mom hadn't blah, 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 and if my mom didn't blah, blah, blah. And I realized, no, this ain't got nothing to do with your mother. Your mother is all the way in Florida minding her business. You are 41. You live in Alabama. Stop blaming your mother. And I had to have a conversation with self. But you have no idea what she put me through. Yes, I do. I was there. But literally that shit was in 1981, 83, 85. I don't know. I'm not mathy. Okay, but it was so painful and so hurtful. Okay, I get it. But she didn't force you to eat 2.5 plates at Christmas. That's what you did. Yeah, but I did that because no, because nothing, because you were hungry. And I was like, oh, snap, self. Oh, snap, self. So no more from me. I will not say anymore, my mom did this. This is because of my mom. Nah. Nope. Susan, if you're watching, you're off the hook, kid. I love you. And I know you didn't mean to hurt me. And the choices that I make now at 41 are my choices. And the way that I fix them is my responsibility, not yours. You are no longer to blame, and you are no longer responsible to heal me. You are not in purgatory anymore. You're not being punished anymore. I'm setting you free. Because until I can take accountability for my decisions and truly deal with my issues, so that I can fix myself and like really be like, nah, you got to make better decisions. It's cause and effect. You put it in your mouth, it stays. Like, Jamie, you know how it works. And it is scary to forgive. And it is scary to say, Susan, I'm setting you free, kid, and I mean it. You are no longer responsible. It is scary to do that because blaming her for so long somehow justified my bad decisions. But it doesn't anymore. It just doesn't anymore. She's not responsible for me anymore. I'm 41. I got my own kids. So, this really hit me yesterday. And I know you guys are probably thinking, does she prepare for Coffee Talk? No, I never do. I wing it every single day in this chair. What is going on in my life? What is happening in the lives of the people I love? What are the letters that fans have written me or Coffee Talk community has written me? What are people going through? I sit down in this chair and I go, hey, good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Here we are. Yesterday, I had to deal with this. And I dealt with it all day. Mad at myself, angry at myself. I drank at my kids' bowling thing. I drank more than I normally would because I knew I was processing it. I knew I was going to have to forgive my mother. I was going to have to let it go. It was a big morning for me. This is a big morning, you guys. I've been holding on to this since I was 13, 12, 11, 6th grade. I have been holding on to this and punishing Susan for this. And I just can't do it anymore. Now, I set boundaries with Susan in other parts of my life. But on this issue here, she is free. She is forgiven. I'm done. I got to make my own. So I decided that I am going to post my daily intake at the end of the day so I could have accountability and we could talk about what we're eating. If it doesn't interest you, y'all don't need to comment, don't whatever, but I would like to eat healthier, make better choices. Like, I'm thin, but I'm not healthy. If you cut me open, like, I'm like all chicken and coffee. It's not healthy. So sometimes thin people are not healthy. I want to be healthy. I want to have a balanced diet. Like, I hate breakfast. Okay, y'all want to know how I did it? How did I forgive Susan? I just realized I couldn't blame her anymore. All right, safe travels.
I love you.
I love you too. Text me when you get there. I didn't do anything. Like, it literally just came down to the cycle of blaming her and not being able to do anything to really make an impact on my decisions. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. I want to be better, and I'm only going to be able to do that if I take full responsibility for my actions. I can't sit here in Alabama wanting to be healthier, blaming Susan in Florida. I just can't. I just cannot. So, some of you are not ready to forgive, and that's okay. You'll get there. I'm trying to tell you, it took me from 6th grade to Dana Dillard. You know what? You just may not be ready, but let's work together to get there. By the way, forgiving Susan for it all doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened. It's on video. You can hear my mom say, don't film Jamie right now. She's too fat. You can hear it like it's real. Good morning, Catherine. I just will not blame her anymore. The onus is on me. Okay? Alicia, Mulholland, I get it. I was afraid to forgive her too because somehow if I forgave her, it meant the pain didn't happen and then I'd have to deal with my own shit and blah, blah, blah. I did it for 20 years, y'all. 20 years. More. What am I talking about? I'm 41. 20 years ago, I was 21. More. 30 years. Since I was 11, I have blamed Susan and pointed the finger at her. Let me help y'all out of therapy. Let me help you deal with it. Okay? Let me help you deal with it. So I feel free. And I also feel free now to heal on my own terms. I can heal on my own terms now. I can eat on my own terms. I can make changes to my diet and my exercise and all of it on my own terms. I'm not a slave. Oh, Alicia, don't say that, baby. I'm a good mom, but I make a lot of mistakes. It's all on my terms now. It's all on my terms. And now I can really get to a place where if it works and I'm successful on my healthy journey, then I have nobody to celebrate but myself. Because in blaming someone else, you also have to give them the credit. And that sucks. So I'm at a place now where it's all on me, y'all. I'm going to work through it. All right, so I love you guys. I have to get dressed because Taylor's going to be here in an hour, and today's my first day back at work. I have, Kim. I have given myself freedom. And in a way, I've given Susan freedom because she deserves it. 30 years is a long time to be held in emotional purgatory by your daughter. 30 years is a long time. She's put her time in. She really has. All right. I love you guys so much today. I want you to have a great day. A great day. There's a share button right there. If you would, please share this video. It takes 2 seconds to share it and say, hey, somebody needs to hear this. Let's do Wounded Warrior real quick. Yes, Nicole, my journey, not Sue. All right, so please share this video. There's a share button right there. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.